Okay, Angela Bern here with Interviews with Friends and Enemies. I'm very excited to be in beautiful Georgetown, the art mecca of Seattle, where Patti Curtis Hare is the visionary, the artist, the businesswoman, the mind behind Fogue Studios and Galleries. I'm excited to get to know more about Patti and to share Patti with you. Let's go meet her.
Angela, so great to see you. Thanks so much for coming.
See you.
Welcome to Fogue Studios and Gallery.
I am so happy to be here. So, Fogue Studios and Gallery, 50 over 50.
50 over 50.
Your brainchild.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get in the studio. And your beautiful art and all the artists of Fogue Studio.
27 artists. It's amazing. Over 200 works of art. We're excited. Come in.
Perfect. I'm following you. Okay, everyone, interview number 7. Angela Bern here, your host, Interviews with Friends and Enemies. We are here with Patti Curtis Hare, Fogue Studios and Gallery, and we want to know about Patti. So we're gonna just dive deep straight away, Patti. Are you ready?
Hopefully I'm in the friends category, not the enemies. We'll see after the interview.
Do you want to know that I've been waiting for someone to ask that on screen. I have had a few people say, now, how do you know?
Am I a friend or an enemy?
I know.
I think I'm a friend.
I know, I think so.
We'll see how this goes.
We'll see. We'll see after. I'll meet you out in the parking lot.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're going to dive straight in.
Yes.
All right.
Go.
Let's go,
I'm
sister.
ready.
So, when you think about yourself personally and professionally, and we know that those two categories aren't so isolated, right? As we're professional women, strong women, that a lot of times we're hopefully following our passion. We're doing something that we love to do, and so it feels personal sometimes, right?
Right.
Okay, so if we're just trying to stay as personal as possible, what would you say has been one of your greatest personal success?
Personally, I would have to say my daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, I raised her on my own essentially since she was about 6, I would say. And her dad moved out to Hawaii, and so kind of dropped off the face. And she is a lovely 26-year-old college graduate, living her dream, living her passion, working at the Woodland Park Zoo, got a degree in biology. It's a nonprofit. She doesn't make a lot of money, but she loves it. She just posted on her Instagram yesterday, I fall in love with my job more and more every day. It's like, what a gift at 26.
No kidding.
When I'm 55 and going, oh, I really actually like my job a lot now.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
there's been times that I've liked it, but yeah.
Well, and it's a fantasy, I think, of any parent to hear their child, or, you have one, right? So she's the one that you're counting on to find her happiness.
Absolutely.
And she's like somehow, that's crazy.
Yeah, she's found it, and she's working towards it. It took her a little while, but I'm so proud of her. So that's such a huge accomplishment, especially when you do it just by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because I've talked with another guest, Jamie Goldberg, and we both had experiences of co-parenting and then of single parenting. Right. And so for you, the majority, at this point, it's like you were the single parent after 6 or around 6 or after. So the lot of big years, big things happening.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. Now, and I got to see a picture of her just that you posted, because you two have birthdays that are just one day apart. Okay, we just were talking about this, that you're a Virgo.
Yeah.
That's not a usual part of the interview, but I can't help it.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
Okay, so
because I was trying to pick the fuzz off things and being very Virgo.
I know, very Virgo.
Yes, everything is all lined up. Oh, that's a little crooked.
Yeah.
And
you got to do it this way.
Yeah.
I know, that's okay. I like it about
Symmetry.
you. Yeah, it's good. As an artist, I appreciate that, and you being one as well, of course. Okay, so then, personally, still. Yes. So, what would you say has been one of your greatest, or the greatest, or one of your greatest failures personally?
Oh gosh, I would say. Well, it's interesting because it's kind of a professional thing that I did. I started my own business about 8 years ago, and I lost my job. And so I'm like, oh my God, I got to do something. It was during 2008, so 10 years ago. So it was brutal for everyone. And I lost my house. My dog got run over by a car, hit and run, and
Oh.
killed. My daughter had a seizure at Disneyland when her band was playing at a school trip.
Oh.
And it just all happened at one time.
Yeah.
And so I took my 401k money, the little bit that I had, and I started my own business called Jet City Girl. And it was creams and lotions and body care.
Yeah.
And then I repurposed vintage jewelry. And so I had a friend help me build a website, and I had an e-commerce site, and I did a grand opening, and I had business cards, and I spent all this, like I still worked for a company doing product development, which is kind of my professional world. And I didn't go out and sell it. I think I was really depressed.
Yeah.
And I was very overwhelmed, but I didn't do the work.
Yeah.
When I look back at it now, I'm like, I failed at that. I mean, I failed. I needed to knock on doors and say, look, I have this great product. Will you carry it in your store? I have this great stuff. I thought that, I'll just build this website and they'll come.
Right.
And I know better than that.
Yeah.
So I failed myself, and I feel like I failed my family a little bit. Because
I'm just feeling
I
it
just,
when you're saying it.
I know now as a business owner, once again, it's like you really have to put the time in and the work in, and you can't just expect it to happen.
Right.
And I expected it to happen. I'm not sure what I expected.
Right.
But I really failed at that. And then I also lost my 401k.
Right.
Do you know?
Yes. Yeah, like in pretty much every arena. I mean, I can think of one that wasn't mentioned, but in every other arena, you had a lot at stake.
Yeah.
And then and I really I can really relate to and understand that, because one of the things, I started a business in 2005 and downsized it in 2009 called Red in downtown Seattle. It was a big venture. And one of the things that I didn't think about, I knew that I wanted to create this. I knew the industry. I knew that I loved it and would love the feeling. But what I didn't think about is I didn't think about the longevity. Let's have a little aside for all the folks, telling them that whenever you come to Georgetown, you're going to hear horns and trains.
Yeah, I don't even hear it anymore.
I know, you don't even notice.
When the jets fly directly over your head, and everybody's that's not from here is like, oh my God, and I'm just like, oh yeah.
You're like, is everything okay? It's rumbling.
It's funny, you get used to it.
I know, it's kind of, and it's fun. I actually really like that. It's the industrial feel, and it's why it's such a popular haven for artists and for art-going people right now. So anyway, okay, so back to I did not think of the longevity and what it was going to take to run a large business for a long period of time.
Right.
And in my mind, I just loved all the pieces of it. So I didn't think about that, and therefore I wasn't planning for 10 years from now. I just thought it's going to work. Right. So I'm just saying this in relation to someone risking everything. Same thing. So I think that one of the women who actually introduced us, I think probably knew a little bit about what we were like and what our lives were like.
Similar backgrounds.
Yeah. So funny. Okay. So yes, I can very much understand that, and it's what makes me more intrigued by you and appreciate you in the capacity that I've come to know you just recently, hearing this too. So, and that's what I want other people to know about you, like the woman, the Patti Curtis Hare woman. Okay, so then if we're talking about professionally, and again, we know this is personal and professional, but if we're talking about professionally, so what would you say has been one of your greatest failures professionally, just as straight professional as you can?
I think that I've lost myself before in my job and compromised. And to me, that's failing myself. Yeah. And you're never successful when you're not yourself and you try to be something that you think other people want you to be, and that's just not you. You're in the wrong place. Yep. You're with the wrong people. Yep. And you constantly feel berated and attacked, but you did it to yourself. Yeah. Because I've self-sabotaged before too. Yeah. And then overcompensated or been like too needy or like, hi, don't you like me? But you should like me, right? Don't you like me? And it's like, gross. Nobody likes you when you do that. Nobody wants that.
It's the same thing in the dating world as it is
oh my
in the
God,
professional.
Do you like me? Do you like me? Do you think I'm cute? Do you like my hair?
Can we go out again?
Yeah.
No, you just
it's
totally
horrible.
named
and
it.
We've all done it.
We have
all done it, and it's like, God, and it takes you so long to figure this shit out. Can I say?
Yes,
can I
you
swear?
can. You can swear.
Oh, good.
I love swearing.
I know. The other F word I love way more than the failure F word is the actual F word.
The actual,
my favorite.
the bomb.
It's my favorite. Yeah, it's kind of my favorite.
Yes. Okay. So you're absolutely right. We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been in that place in one way or another, small or large, little ways, big ways.
Right.
You feel it. You feel it in your gut. You know what's happening, and you can't stop
can't
yourself
stop
when you're
myself.
spiraling.
Like you hear the words coming out of your mouth and like, stop talking, stop talking, stop talking. You're not stop talking. You're still talking. Oh my God, shut up. And it's like,
yeah.
get some self-control, woman. And still, you know what? But still, to this day, I still am kind of that person.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just like, bleh, shut up. Just
well,
shut up.
I mean, yeah, I get it. I get it, and we all do actually.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Yeah.
okay, so that's
so
perfect.
professional. So when you're in a corporate environment,
Yeah.
not usually the best idea to speak exactly what you're thinking.
No.
Here it's a little different because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's my gallery, my
This
stuff.
is my gig.
Yeah, this is my gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It's.
Yeah.
Do you want to know that I once, when I was probably 22, I went into what we called the coffee table chats. You know, built after the coffee. Anyway, it's too old for a lot of people. But with Gene Juarez, the man,
Yeah.
who I
Yeah.
worked for a long time.
I
and
worked for Gene Juarez.
and we didn't even know that when we first met. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm sitting at a table with Gene Juarez, the man, who is very elegant, and in the way that he thinks of his business, very Virgo in a certain way, meaning, you know, very particular. And I knew
Right.
this, and I had known him since I was 17, working for the Bellevue salon. So this is going to a place that is good in that I'm sitting there as a 23-year-old college snot, right? And he's at the table, this man who's built an empire of a business, unparalleled in this area.
Definitely.
A lot of people are around, seasoned professionals, and we're there to talk about what we could do to improve the business. And I pull out a bunch of Bic pen caps, a whole host of them, and I throw them, toss them out with great ceremony on the table. And I say, well, we should really be recycling these.
That was your contribution.
That was it. And I mean, when I think back about it, I'm like, what in the, like, and I've had that happen to me. I mean, I've been in his shoes since then, and think, okay, I can't believe that I did that, and I can't believe that I thought that was the biggest deal that we had to talk about. That was going to make business.
But your level of experience, life experience, and like, I have this amazing idea.
Yeah,
people are gonna love it.
Yeah, we're gonna use different. I mean,
this is huge.
I didn't even have a solution. I just dumped them all out there, and he's like, "I'm
But
sure."
in your defense, you were on the
Please.
forefront of recycling in
Thank
Seattle
you.
before we
I
recycled
totally-
plastics.
I totally
right?
was, yes.
Because it was like the early 50s, right?
Leading edge stuff.
Late 60s? When was that? I'm just kidding.
Well, we probably know. I totally know. I don't mind those things anymore. Like at
I
a
know.
certain age, you don't mind when someone
Yeah.
makes fun of like how old
Yeah,
you
who
are.
cares?
But for a
Yeah.
while, in your mid 30s, you really do care.
Or even mid 40s.
Yeah.
Even, yeah.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I like this. This is fun. All right. So in terms
Are
of
we still friends?
we are so
Okay.
far. Yeah. I don't know. It's touchy. I mean, you did stand up for me. You know, you made me feel better about my pen cap dropping. Okay. So when you think about your professional life still, right?
Yes.
Then talk to me just a little bit more about, and I want to kind of in this case for you, special for you since we're friends. No, I'm friends with most people to some degree. So talk to me a little about what you want to say about your professional career in terms of failures, successes, just to kind of, because you've had quite a grand career.
Huge.
So
Yeah,
I don't
a lot of stuff.
Yes. So
Yeah.
if there is something that you could say that would explain a little bit more in your words about what has been important to this day about your professional career, what would be the most important thing?
I would say everything that I've gleaned from my global travels,
Yeah.
from my successes. I was a product developer for a cosmetic company, and that's what I did for Gene Juarez. I did the product development for their private label lines.
Yep.
And it was kind of my first private label gig. I sort of fancied my vernacular, the way I posed myself on my resume, because that's really what I wanted to get into.
Yeah.
I started out as a counter girl in cosmetics, and a smart girl,
Yep.
and a makeup artist, and then it just evolved into that. Then I worked for Sebastian Hair Care, and that was very glamorous, and Gene Juarez carried Sebastian for a very long time back in the day. And so I had this kind of glamorous cosmetic career, and I couldn't travel anymore because of my daughter.
Yeah.
And so I had to, because I was traveling all over.
Yeah.
And for business. And so I got that job at Jean Juarez, and I kind of fudged my way, and there was a mean girl. And then my mom and I are like best friends, and my mom goes, "Why is it every job you have, there's a mean girl that picks on you?" And I go, "I don't know. I don't know. I want to be the mean girl."
That's a good.
Why am I always, like every job I've ever had, there's always someone, even here in the gallery.
Yeah.
In my business with
Now
27 artists all over the age of 50, and they're still like,
You're still having that.
poking at me, and it's like, God, it just is never going to end. So it's getting over that whole mean girl thing and stop taking it personally.
Yes.
And taking all of those experiences that I've done.
Yep.
And applying them to what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
And if I'm the whole of my parts, or whatever that.
Yeah. The sum of your parts.
Yes. And I've had a very illustrious career. One of my best accomplishments or proudest moments was Oprah Winfrey picked one of my products as her favorite thing for a holiday.
Okay, I just
it
got
was in
a
the
chill.
magazine,
How fun.
and it was really awesome. And it was this nail polish collection I did for this local beauty company here, and I named all the colors after my family.
Oh.
So it was kind of fun.
Yeah. What was one of the names?
Well, there's Camille, there was a Patty.
So what was
Camille's my daughter, my mom Barbara.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was really fun that I got to my niece Christina, and yeah.
Did Oprah know that? Just a quick aside.
No.
Just curious. Okay.
No.
Okay, that's
No.
fair because it's such a sweet thing. Like I love.
Yeah, so
I
it's
love
like my own personal little touch to it that
Yeah.
that only my friends and family knew.
Yeah.
And so that was really exciting for me. And then with that same company won a huge award for the best indie brand. And although the CEO takes all the credit, it's really product development that made the products, that made it cool, that made people want to buy it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of pressure in product development.
Yeah.
And so like the last gig I had, it was a $500 million company.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are making products and they don't sell,
Yeah.
you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
You're in big trouble.
It's sort of like where the rubber meets the road.
Pretty
to
much.
use the old
it kind of
phrase.
goes. It kind of
It's
goes
like-
right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then the sales guys or gals will say to you, "Well, if you made good product, it wouldn't be so hard to sell."
Right.
So it's like,
then it's on
well,
your
if you
shoulder.
could sell,
Then you could sell these products.
right. Yeah.
How about that?
But yeah, it was all on my shoulders. And so with that job, I was an executive director, and then I was traveling all over the world again. My daughter's grown. I'm going to Paris, going to Milan, I'm going to China, I'm in
And it
Shanghai.
sounds so fancy, right?
And it sounds fancy. It's not that glamorous.
But it's that
it's
fancy
pretty cool.
feeling stuff,
It's
right?
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to Paris for work, really. That's you poor thing.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, you have to go
Sorry.
to Milan again?
Sorry.
Oh. Yeah. But when I went to Shenzhen to the factory and stayed in a dorm, that wasn't so fancy.
Yeah, the little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's okay. I mean.
And then dorm food in China.
Oh, geez, Louise. Okay.
Anyway, I digress.
I could have sworn.
So, but they let everybody go over the age of 50 within that company for the most part.
Oh, okay.
And I was living in LA at the time.
Yeah.
And I really missed Seattle. I'd been down there 3.5 years, and my boyfriend and I just packed it up and came back to Seattle. And when I got back here, there was no jobs for me. At 53.
Yeah.
And I really felt the ageism, in particular here in Seattle, with the youth-driven tech culture.
Yeah.
And I think it's like that for a lot of people in San Francisco too, for tech towns.
Yeah.
And it was palpable. I couldn't even get an interview. I know.
Wow.
On
Yeah.
my resume, I have Oprah's favorite things. I mean, come on.
What do you want?
Right? It's like, that's here.
Yeah.
And nothing.
Nothing.
Crickets.
Dang.
And so I got this idea to do my art, and I hadn't done art for 25 years. I went to Cornish, and I got my art degree, but I had a baby right away, and so someone had to work.
You had to put that on hold.
I had to put that on hold, and
happens
I
for a lot
got
of
this
people.
idea to do this art, and then a friend of mine owns the West 5 in West Seattle, that cute little restaurant, and he's like, hang your art here. And I did, and I sold like 15 pieces in a month.
So that gave you that.
So that gave me some confidence in that, because a lot of artists, it's like actors and writers, and it's confidence, and it's
absolutely.
you have to give yourself a pep talk every single day, because it's your soul.
Yeah.
It's just your insides. It's
Yeah.
no big deal.
Nothing big.
Don't reject it.
If you
It's
say
fine.
no, it's okay.
It's fine.
I'm fine.
But you have to get it thick skin,
You do.
and since I've been doing products and launching things and have people go, what the hell?
Right.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
When people say there are no dumb questions, there are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually.
Well, I mean, I think that you really speak to something that that definitely, because you've got this gallery, there are artists who are coming to you, and frankly, it's like, you know, you and I met because I'm also an artist, and so I'm a painter,
a very good artist.
Thank you.
Who happens to be right here in Fogue Studios and Gallery, located 5519 Airport Way South, Georgetown.
You're not going to make the same mistake that you did with your first business, is the point of
Yeah.
that.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
like, come on down. Okay,
Right.
so we'll get to that too. So one of the things when we think about like being artists, you've got this gallery. You're the kind of figurehead of the gallery as well as the art is. I'm just saying that because anyone who comes in, they meet with you typically.
Right.
They go through you. You are the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
You are the curator. And so when people come into this gallery, it's not that it's a collective that has not been curated. And I feel like I want to say that because the other part of what happens when you're the business owner, when you've got a lot of people who you're working with, is that you're wearing a lot of hats, and there's a risk. And like we were talking about earlier, there can be this sense of like, oh, who likes me? Who do I like, right? And there are lots of things that go on. So for you right now, if you think about yourself, right, and what we've talked about, and this first question is, what would you say your relationship with yourself is like right now? Like, so right now as we sit here, how is your relationship with yourself?
Better than it's ever been in my entire life.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that it was such a hard road.
yeah,
And a lot of ups and downs, a lot of self-doubt,
yeah,
and just being a survivor,
yeah,
and an entrepreneurial spirit where it's like, I'll do that now.
yeah,
I mean, I worked at Starbucks designing their tumblers.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
product development's like, sure,
Like
I can
next
do
step,
that. Sure,
yeah.
why not? I can do that.
Yeah.
I was the sculpting major. I know how to work with metals and shapes and colors, and I don't know.
I can do it.
Sure, pick me.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so I've done some really interesting things, but all of them have kind of had to do with retail, consumer, merchandising, and marketing and design.
Right.
So with all that sum of experience that I've been doing since my first job in makeup I was 19 and worked in Rodeo Drive at the Elizabeth Arden Salon.
How fun.
And
yeah.
that was when I had my little clutch purse and my bag, and there's a paper resume.
You were super young, fancy.
And I don't even think I had a resume. 'Cause
Right.
I worked at the Skate King and at Godfather's Pizza. I think those are my two jobs.
Yeah.
And
Snowball.
So I just went down, and I moved down there, and my dad was living down there. My parents had gotten divorced, and I think I want to work in retail.
Yeah.
It was before I went to college. He's like, okay, well, you better go get yourself a job.
Go do it.
And he goes, where are you going to go? And I go, I think I'm going to go to Rodeo Drive. He's like,
Good job. You're
okay.
like, pull up your big girl britches.
So I go in there, and it was just like Pretty Woman, but not that I'm Julia Roberts, but I would go, hi, I was wondering if you had any jobs. And they're like,
Not for you.
Child.
You don't know what's going on yet. Yeah. So
But I went into this with Arden, and I got a job that way.
took the risk.
But it's being a risk taker since I was a kid.
Yeah.
That's just who I am.
Yep.
And you just have to keep going.
Yeah.
And things get hard.
Yeah.
And I've had failed marriages, and it's just like things get hard, and you have to keep going. And now that I'm working with 27 artists that we have right now, visual artists, we have some musicians and writers as well, poets. The people that I work with now have all had a life like that.
Right.
Different.
Yeah.
Some were moms.
Right.
And some are school teachers. I'm
Right.
an environmental scientist.
Yeah.
There's a retired vice president of tech guy.
Right.
There's there's like these sculptures back here from a school teacher.
Right.
Yeah. Heather Sadler. These beautiful paintings back here are from Jane Caminos, who's been a famous artist in New York, and she's now living here with her daughter-in-law and son-in-law, and
I got to talk with her.
yeah, she's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
And she's a survivor. She's a survivor of spine cancer.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So-
you're right. Like
Yeah.
when we get to this point, like we all have our stories, and so finding out for me, like I especially love to find out, well, how, the question I asked you, how was your relationship with yourself? And I enjoy hearing what that looks like for people at different ages. And so
Right.
thinking about as well, what would you say if there were something, what could make someone consider you at this point in your life an enemy? You know, the interviews with friends and enemies. It's like, what might someone see in you or think about that might make them consider you an enemy?
Not everybody gets in the gallery.
Yeah.
And I had a real pissing match with somebody that I didn't think that the work was the quality.
Yeah.
That's hard to tell somebody.
Yeah.
And you know, in the way I told her that I thought that her work was, I liked that she technically was a good artist.
Yeah.
But her subject matter wasn't right for my gallery.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, bring something else in.
Right.
And she got really mad.
Yeah.
And then she told a friend of a friend, and then he just ripped me. Like, how dare you? Who do you think you are? What do you think this is? And I'm like, well, it's kind of my rules, my gallery, my rules. I pay rent here. It's not little. And I wrote to, but that was this email war, and I wrote to him. I go, this isn't Little League.
Yeah.
Everybody that tries out doesn't make the team. Sorry, that's not how life works. Not everybody gets a trophy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And people that raise their kids that way, big mistake. Because not everybody gets a trophy.
Yeah.
Not everybody wins, and you know, and it wasn't. No, it was not right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
But really took it hard, and I think that those are the people that think that I'm an enemy.
That could be
and,
right.
And it's like, you know what? It's not personal.
Yeah.
It's just like,
well, and the way
I
that you
have stuff that sells here that I think will fit.
Well, and also what I've noticed too, you don't need me to be defending you, but I think that most business owners, you know, when it's essentially like hiring someone or not hiring someone. Mm-hmm. It's that you think that they're the right fit for what is going on. It's not personal. It's about the business, and you're making a business decision. And so that is something, because of what we talked about, when people are bringing their art, but quite honestly, when you're applying for a job, you're bringing yourself. So it's all serious, and we all have to step up. I remember when you and I first talked, and I said, listen, Patti, I love the gallery. This is a gallery I'd like to show in. However, it's not my first rodeo, and you're not going to hurt my feelings. Inside, I'm like, of course you're going to hurt my feelings, but you're not going to hurt my feelings professionally, and you're not going to make me think I'm not a good artist. Right. And I've heard no before, and I've heard yes before, but I choose you. You know what I mean? It was like, I want to come fully forward when I'm doing a thing. Like with the interviews, it's like, I want to interview people. I want to find things out. So this is a great question, a corollary question, is what would make someone consider you a friend?
I think that I'm extremely supportive.
Yes.
And I'm honest. And you always know where you stand with me. That's what my girlfriends say to me.
Yeah.
It's like, well, there's no gray with Patti. It's like, there's no, it's like, but it's never mean. Right. Well, not never. No, it's never mean-spirited on purpose.
The intention is never
mean. The intention is never mean.
Yeah.
And the intention is always just like, being honest and being a friend and being a communicator.
Yeah.
And I think that's people know when we're friends.
Yeah.
It's not a secret.
You're like, just ask them. Just ask someone. They'll tell you. Am I a friend or not? No.
Right.
But yeah, no, I see that. I can see that. And you know, sometimes a good friend of mine shared with me once, and he said, you know, something about you is that your strengths. I think that your strengths, that you consider your strengths, are really your weaknesses. And he was just telling me this personally. Yeah. And I think that your weaknesses are actually your strengths. And it's funny because one of the things that I think of when I think of you, because I've gotten to see you in action business-wise, is that I feel like, I don't normally do this in the interview, but I feel like you have a very soft, gentle heart. And I feel like you, people with soft, gentle hearts are very, they have to build a wall in order to be okay because then they get to still allow their soft heart with certain people because it's so soft. And I mean, that's what I see in you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really do see that. So, okay, I like this. All right, now we get to move into the kind of snappy, fun.
Okay.
I know. So get ready. So this is I know, we should put our little gloves. No, we don't need gloves. No. Okay, so I'm grabbing my little sheet here because I'm older and I can't remember 20 questions.
Do you need your reading glasses?
I don't need them because I write big for myself. I know myself. Okay, so this is the 20 questions, 21 questions, and I
Okay.
write these each morning for the guest I'm interviewing. So these are specifically for you, Patti Curtis here. Okay. So best you can do, one-word answers.
Okay.
Okay.
Boy, that's a tough one word
Yeah.
answers, because clearly I can talk.
Yeah, loquacious. Okay. What is your favorite quality in a friend?
Loyalty.
You did it already. Bing, bang, boom. 2, what is your favorite quality in yourself?
Sense of humor. That's 3 words,
That's
but
okay.
it's one thing.
Humor, whatever.
Yeah.
Who was your first crush?
Donny Osmond.
I loved him.
I had a poster of him with, he had a kiss face,
Oh, dang.
and I kissed him every night before I went to bed. Loved
Jealous.
him so much.
Jealous. Oh, okay. What is the best thing that happened for you in grade school?
My drawing that I did for Columbus Day of the Nina, the Pinto,
And the Santa
Maria was put on the calendar board for that entire month.
Dang,
It was
girl.
pretty exciting.
Okay, that was a lot of words, just FYI.
Sorry.
But it was a good story.
Is a drawing.
Okay, drawing up. Okay, do you have an icon or a role model?
Yes.
Okay, I know. Follow-up question.
Yes.
Who?
Iris Amphel.
Oh, love it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Did your parents talk to you about sex?
Yes.
Which one?
Mother.
Okay. Did it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Did your parents talk to you about money?
Yes.
Okay, okay. This will help. What did the adults in your family, so I leave this open because I didn't know whether, guardians, parents, so what do you think they valued most? You're doing a good job trying to think of one word, I can tell.
Love.
Okay, beautiful. Okay. How old were you for your first romantic kiss?
14.
2. It was my grandpa.
14.
No.
Ew. Weird. Now you
just,
just said it weird.
joking. Okay, I didn't even mean it that way, but now I see your point. Yeah.
It was you said.
Who
It's the
cares?
word romantic.
I know.
Yeah.
It
Okay,
totally
go ahead.
is.
Let's move
Who
on.
was your middle school or junior high best friend?
Well, I went to 12 different schools. So
Okay, let's go from 6th to 8th grade. Just pick from
that was
6th
3
to
schools.
8th grade.
Um,
Did you have a best friend at each school?
yeah.
Okay, let's go
eventually.
name. Best friend
Shelley.
at first one. Second.
Stacy.
Okay, next one.
I don't know.
Okay, let's go with Stacy. Why was Stacy your best friend at that school?
Because she
One
was
word.
weird enough to be friends with a new girl.
Perfect.
Sorry. It's too hard to do one
I
word
know.
sometimes.
It's not a
Weird.
game show.
Yeah.
Okay, weird. Who is your best friend right now?
Leslie.
Okay. Why?
Confidant.
Love it. You did it. You did it. What are you most afraid of?
Interviews.
You got my big gut laugh there. Okay. What are you most excited about in your life right now?
Art.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What do you plan to do next year? Can be big. Remember, one word, close to one word. Next year.
Expand.
Okay.
Can I just qualify that though?
Yeah.
Not this area, not the body, so much.
Business.
Business.
Space.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. Yeah.
I thought
Sorry.
that might be no.
Okay.
Okay. What are you going to do later today?
Drink.
Perfect. Close. We're close to it. What has made you the happiest in your life?
Daughter.
Yeah, we kind of
Yeah.
we could have guessed that. Okay.
Yeah.
When you were little, what did you want to be when you grew up?
A waitress.
I love it. I had a cousin who wanted to be a hooker. And she
Being a
isn't
waitress.
one. No.
Because it's
but-
too exciting to being a hooker. No. No.
See? Okay.
My
Okay.
parents were mortified.
I bet.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Max just wrote he wants to be a mechanic, which is not a bad thing. It's
Right.
just that when you're a little kid, you don't have a sense of like what this
No.
means. You just know I want to be this.
I just wanted
right?
to serve people.
I
Actually, it was because we
Wonder
were
what
at one of
happened.
those buffet things.
know. Yep.
And they had the ice cream.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I got to
love
go
those.
up and like serve my family
Oh.
and fill their waters.
Oh.
And I just thought it was so amazing.
So it was love motivated.
And then I worked as the snack bar girl at the Skate King when I was 15 and went, I don't want to do this.
You're like, this is hard.
This is hard.
It's brutal.
Yeah, I did it in college too, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, once you get good at it,
Yes.
you can
Makes
it
it
can
go.
carry you through.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For sure.
It was like the golden handcuffs.
I think everybody should have to wait tables in their lifetime.
I was a Chuck E. Cheese birthday hostess. Loved it. In
Wow.
high school.
Wow.
I loved it.
Wow.
Loved it. I got to announce things.
Fun.
The Pizza Time players were there.
Yeah.
I got to
Pizza
bring
Time
birthday
players.
cake.
That's
I am not
awesome.
kidding you. I loved it. I
Yeah.
loved the shit out of that
Yeah.
job. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now, Patty, we get to go to the next part of our interview, which is the drink ritual. So this is a time when we get to see a little microcosm of you,
Okay.
why you choose a drink and what it is, and then I share the drink. I get a toast,
And you're
so
gonna love it.
I can't wait. Okay,
Good.
so we will take a brief respite
Okay.
and let you concoct your drink. Okay,
All right.
stay
Okay.
tuned.
Yay.
Okay, this is what might be the most beautiful drink I have enjoyed on the show, and I love beauty. So, Patty, tell us
Yes.
about the drink.
Okay, well, I was a bartender in
I'm
college.
even more excited.
Yes. I also am keto, so I don't eat
Oh,
carbs.
yeah, yeah.
I don't eat or drink
Like a
carbs.
keto?
A keto, yeah, it's
Ah.
a type of
Yeah.
jujitsu. Which is I try to lead a carb-free lifestyle because being over 50
Yeah.
and postmenopausal, to keep off that 15 to 20 pounds that just wants to hang out with me, I gotta be really
Gotta
strict.
keto.
Yeah, but I love a margarita.
Yeah.
And margaritas are full of carbs because it's full of sugar.
Oh.
So I created this margarita. It's kind of a rip off from Skinny Girl one, but this is so much better. I call it Slender Lady.
I'm gonna laugh and spell my slender
Because
lady.
Bethany Frankel of Skinny Girl will sue you if you even talk about it. So what it is it's fresh squeezed lime,
Okay.
one fresh squeezed tangerine for 2 drinks,
Oh, yum.
and stevia
Okay.
with a kosher salt rim. Not for religious reasons, just because I like the texture.
I do too. Yeah,
Um,
it's pretty.
But that's what it is. So it's very simple.
Oh, and in a
And
beautiful
in a
glass.
beautiful little martini glass.
Oh, gorgeous.
So yeah, shaken very hard.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I got to see the preparation this
Right.
time, and it was really fun.
And I was telling her that
beautiful.
if you are over 50, again, I know I keep talking about that, but when you shake a margarita, wear long sleeves because the arm thing, nobody wants to see that
Your
waving
arm
back at
shakes
you.
a little. We all
It
know
does,
about
it's
this.
not good.
I
It's
try to
not
lift those weights, but it doesn't matter.
It just doesn't anymore.
matter.
I know.
Okay.
All right, cheers.
to you,
Cheers.
sister.
Cheers.
Oh, smells really good. I have to get that.
Delightful.
Okay. Here's what I like. The texture of the salt. It's nice coarse grain. And then I really am not a fan of a sweet drink. This is just me. So
Same.
it is. It's got a tart. It's making my mouth water.
Yep.
It's got tartness, but it also has smoothness, and so it's not that kind of fake tart. Do you know
Right.
what I'm talking about?
I do.
Like kind of a
Saccharine, kind of.
yeah.
Like that.
Oh, this is delicious. Okay, I have
Thank
to have another little
All
sip.
right, cheers.
Okay.
And good tequila, Patron Silver.
Yeah. Ah, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like you can do the end of our interview holding your? Yeah.
I think so.
mean, we're probably good, right?
We'll see.
Like that.
Yeah.
We're in our 50s. We can probably
It's
hold the
not my
drink well.
first drink.
Not mine.
Just today. Well, it is today.
Lucky, no. Okay, so at the end of the interview, I always ask, and I want to know, because with you and with everyone, mostly we talk about personal, we talk about professional, and at the end, what I want to know is there something that you would like to promote? Now, it can be anything that
Yeah.
you want. So,
Yeah.
what would you like to promote?
I would like to let everyone know that we just got sponsorship from a company called Shun Pike
Okay.
that sponsors artist groups, so that we're a 501c3 sponsored. And it took me a while. It took
Yeah.
me, some business plan writing and some budget writing, and which is kind of out of my wheelhouse.
And some paperwork.
It took a lot of paperwork, but it's budgeting. I'm an art girl. I'm a marketing girl.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to have a marketing budget, but this was
Yeah.
a little different for
Yeah.
me. But we did get approved, and we will be able to accept tax-deductible donations, which in turn will allow us as a community
Yep.
to do more community outreach to people over 50,
Okay.
to provide space for artists that don't have a lot of income, that are over 50, that want to show,
Yep.
and have studio time.
Yeah.
We'll be able to do one-person shows. We'll be able to promote it. I want to work with agencies that help people over 50, like Meals on Wheels.
Yeah.
And Providence, Mount St. Vincent does a
Yeah.
lot for
They do.
elderly, uncompensated elderly care.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot done for a lot of other groups, and I feel like the elderly and older is a very marginalized and forgotten group of people. And so the goal here is to make everybody over 50 and
Yeah.
beyond feel relevant,
Yeah.
important. You're still creative, you're still a contributor, and I think you start to really feel invisible. And I think that happens a lot with women
Yeah.
over 50, is you really start to feel invisible, and it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
And so I'm here to change that paradigm
know,
of what
yeah.
aging really looks like,
Yeah.
and what aging means. I mean, come on, look at us, we're over 50, come
Hi.
on, come on. But it's
Yeah.
so important, and
Yeah.
I've been doing some statistical research, and 50% of the population's over 50,
Yeah, I remember.
because
we
we're not
talked a little about
we're not
it.
having as many babies,
Yep.
and we're not dying so
Yeah.
early.
Well, not
the
yet.
largest segment of people of age is over 85.
Wow.
So in our
Right.
lifetime, our life expectancy, I think, is now like to 80 years old, or 78 or 80. And when I was a kid, I think it was 68.
Yeah. Yeah.
So exponentially now, in the next coming 10 to 20 years, our life expectancy will probably be well into our 90s, and our kids' life expectancy will be over 100 because of technology and what they're doing with
Right.
genetic medicine and
Yeah.
all the things that we're taking better care of our bodies. If we don't pollute ourselves to death in the
Right.
interim.
Well,
or
and then
kill
we'll
ourselves.
we'll be able to bring our pets back too. I was just reading that.
Oh wow.
Our dead pets.
I heard about that cloning thing.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's weird.
Okay,
So that's
yes.
that's what's important to me, and that's
Yeah.
what's feeding my soul.
What, right, yes. And so
Excuse me.
I want, yeah, please have a drink. So your gallery, Fogue Studios and Gallery, right here in Georgetown,
Yes.
right, has second Saturdays, the Georgetown Art Attack. Second Saturdays from 6 to 9.
Phenomenal art
Yeah,
walk. Yeah.
amazing art walk. And there are 27 artists just here. There recently was a group of artists from the gallery doing demos. I wasn't one of them, which is
Next
okay.
time?
Well, yeah, and I just mean that in that
Yeah.
I wasn't one of them, so I got to go around and see them, and I really
was fun.
appreciate that. Yeah,
It was
wasn't.
very
I didn't feel
successful.
bad for myself.
Yeah,
I
it was a fun night.
I could have reached out. Yes, it was very fun, and the openings are really great. So your bigger message being about the marginalization, the past marginalization
Right.
of people, women and men over 50, and making sure that we recognize that things have changed, and I think they have changed,
it's
and
like
you're
turning
just
a
showing
ship,
it.
though. It's like
Yeah.
turning a ship. Things are changing, but it's really slow. I mean, I know that, like, AARP, for example, is working really hard to try to seem hip and cool.
Right,
But if
they
people
are,
are like,
yeah.
you get that AARP
They're
card,
mad
you get that
when they get
AARP
it.
card, you're like, oh, fuck that
Like,
shit.
damn it, how do you have my address?
Yeah, exactly. How do you know on my birthday?
I know. What?
But they're trying super hard to change the paradigm of aging.
Right, yeah, they are.
And I just saw this ad for Aegis that.
Oh, yeah,
elderly-
yeah.
And
saw-
it's like,
mhm.
was this billboard saying, "Be who you are. Be
Yeah.
the creative one. And it was this woman that was like 75 years old and looked really funky and cool like
Yeah.
an artist, and I thought that was really awesome.
Yeah, I saw the
So,
same one.
yeah.
Headed over to West Seattle.
Yeah. So,
Right side of the
so
bridge.
yeah, now we can do even more with the tax deductible donation option
Yeah.
for people to help us and watch us grow, and it's very exciting. It's really
Totally is,
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, just finishing things off, same kind of a realm is what, if anything, do you need, and how would you like to receive it?
Well,
Yeah.
we need money.
Okay.
We
talk
do.
to the people.
We do. Well, what's not? Please, Fogue Studios.
Let's play the
Make your
music
checks
and
out,
show the
too.
sad pets.
No. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Keep going.
But I know it's true. No, we really do though.
Yeah.
We really do, because what this gallery is all about is it's an artist gallery.
Yeah.
Meaning that 85% of the gross sales goes directly into the artist
I
pocket.
know, which is amazing.
Yeah. So for me to keep doing this and making it affordable and creating this space and being able to expand this space,
Yeah.
we're going to need some help.
Yeah. We need people to come in.
We need people to come in and buy some art.
and
We
yeah,
have beautiful art. We have over 200 pieces of art.
high quality. Yeah.
the exceptional gallery quality, great
Yeah.
prices too.
Yeah,
Really,
I
it's not
noticed that
overpriced.
too. Yeah.
Because the artists they can price things in a way that's more affordable because I'm not taking half their money.
Exactly, right.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's a unique business model. I don't know of any other gallery that's doing
I don't either.
it exactly like I'm doing
Yeah.
it. But it's the only gallery that's over 50 that I know of besides in New York.
Yeah.
There's one other that I've heard of.
I know.
So I'm trying to do something new, interesting, innovative, and I'm really trying to do something for my people.
Yes.
Yeah.
My people
My
are.
people.
That's me. I'm one of your people. We
Yeah.
all are really.
Yeah,
So
it's fun.
okay, perfect. I
Yeah.
mean, I think that's well said. All of it well said. And this has been a lot of fun. I have truly enjoyed this. I hope that you've gotten to know a little bit more about Patti. How could you help it? Because she's so articulate.
Doesn't stop
also,
talking.
yeah, no, but you're one of those people who are just so funny to me that I can't help but laughing that ugly laugh. You know what I mean? I can't even laugh the cute laugh, like, oh, so cute.
You're so
Like-
delightful.
Okay, so we will be wrapping up right now. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Angela. It was
Oh
an
my-
honor to talk to you.
Oh,
You're so
I loved
fun.
it. I loved it.
Yay.
Okay, you're a friend,
You're
I
a
guess, you know. Okay, join us next time and check out our YouTube channel, Angela Bern TV, which just went live this week. Check out our website, angelabern.com. Bern like the capital of Switzerland. Come on, people. Anyway,
It's with an E.
With an E. We will see you next time. Thanks so much. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers.